What was once considered ordinary is now being hailed as closer to extraordinary.
This is a great Monday motivation. Today is the first ever Supermarket Employee Appreciation Day.
In Manchester, getting the message out that during the COVID crisis, there is something super about market workers. The Highland Park Market, all 4 of their locations, are joining food stores and food manufacturers across the country to recognize Supermarket Employee Day.
Classified as frontliners, we're here, we're serving the public, and I think that's one of the things that really separates us. Our industry is continually facing people day in and day out, and our employees have gone above and beyond to service their communities.
They have now taken to social media to spread the word with the hashtag Supermarket Employee Day and Supermarket Heroes.
And really important, so people do realize that the supermarket employees aren't forgotten in this process. They are continually servicing their communities, they're continuing to come to work, they're continuing to provide food to the local communities.
Jason Mease has been a Highland Park manager for more than a dozen years.
We get about 10,000 customers a week in the store. So yeah, we're very close quarters, contact with a lot of people, but we're very fortunate that we have employees that understand how important their job is and have been doing a really great job.
And beyond stocking up, it is all about staying strong.
And that's the thing, today's not just about Highland Park Market, it's about all the supermarkets throughout the country. And that's one thing about our industry. Everybody comes together and works together as an industry, and we're very fortunate to be in this food industry.
In Manchester, Jim Altman, Fox 61 News.
All right, Jim, thank you.